Welcome to another Explore Everyday Storm Chase. It's June 28th. We have a slight risk covering much of southern Minnesota. I am out on the tri-state border near North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota on that little knob that sticks out, kind of out in the Morris area. And we have early signs of convection starting to happen. There is a cap over Minnesota right now, which is starting to erode from South Dakota. And we have a cold front that's going to drop south out of North Dakota. So those are kind of the ingredients coming together. We do have initiation trying, but it is definitely struggling. So I'm just kind of waiting. We had a couple cells bubble up over maybe 20 miles into South Dakota, and they've kind of fallen apart now. But so far, there is some more things initiating south. So I'm kind of in a wait and hold period to see where this takes us. Definitely towers. You can see off to my southwest here. So I'm going to pan that camera around a little bit, give you a feel what things are looking like. The atmosphere is definitely volatile. The thought is these are going to be supercellular early on, but then quickly congeal into a linear line. So the tornado threat today is going to be really when these storms first initiate with some substantial growth. So that's what I am waiting for now. And let me spin the camera around and show you kind of what the sky looks like. Found a cool little church here out southwest of Morris, Minnesota. After much hemming and hawing most of the day trying to decide if I should make the 3 to 4 hour drive out west, I finally decided on a full send and set Morris, Minnesota into the GPS. As you saw in the thumbnail, this is the worst Gary, South Dakota tornado video on YouTube. I had my own tornado-warned storm all alone with a perfect east-west road just south of a wall cloud. While this storm did produce a brief tornado, I had no idea one of the most photogenic tornadoes was ongoing just 20 minutes away. And here I want to make a couple comments on why and how this is the worst Gary, South Dakota tornado video on YouTube. First, 98% of my chases are alone. From a chasing perspective, I'm not a meteorologist, but I do know enough. I'm trying to keep up with surface obs, radar, mesoscale discussions, and what I'm visually seeing. Add in GPS and safe driving, and this alone limits all the information that I can take in by myself. So while I was all alone on that dirt road, I was actively filming a tornado-warned storm near Madison, Minnesota, and I knew the dominant supercell was tornado-warned just south of me. I even mentioned the storm a couple times, but I don't have time to be looking at Twitter to know what's happening 20 minutes away. I have a supercell and a wall cloud that I'm basically parked under with no other chasers in sight. Why would I leave? The other reason this is the worst Gary, South Dakota tornado video on YouTube is my video quality of the storm I was chasing. It's grainy, it's noisy, it's just plain bad. So bad, in fact, I considered scrapping the entire video, but I didn't. In my YouTube journey, I try to make the highest quality cinematic videos I'm capable of. I'm continuously upgrading cameras and lenses to attempt to produce the best video I can. And oftentimes, especially after a chase like this, I question why I don't just use my iPhone 16 Pro Max to video my chases. So as I was standing on that dirt road with a rotating wall cloud just off to my north, cloud-to-ground lightning crashing all around, and a second tornado-warned storm moving in my direction, now I had to perfect everything with the camera, the focus, the exposure setting, the ISO, audio, and find a compelling composition. And also do this with a second camera, and remember to leave the GoPro running with the windshield wipers on just right for the amount of rain falling. You get the idea. Storm chasing and photography can be hard to perfect. So enough of the pity party. Please excuse the poor quality video and portions of this chase. For the record, I did see 3 tornadoes on this chase, including the Gary, South Dakota tornado. But I didn't take a single still frame photo of any of them. Here we go. Alright, quick update. We do have a severe warning storm right here. It's got a nice wall cloud on it. A nice big cone funnel was dropping down. It looked like it was gonna go, but it's kind of now receded up a little bit. Nice slow moving storms today. I'm right in between two, so this one is severe warned. And we have another one coming up just from the southwest that is tornado warned. So I'm kind of in the happy medium right now. I'm hoping this one right here goes, but I'm gonna have to keep my eye on the one behind us as that one's moving directly up in my direction. So I'm gonna have to slice it this way, straight west and then south, or go back east and drop south. I'm gonna have to make the decision pretty quick, so I'm not cutting right through the core of that storm. But it would be great if this storm produced here. Look at that inflow jet coming in from the right side there, just spinning away. The area of interest was kind of buried back in the rain now, so maybe a new one on the edge of the wall cloud right over here is starting to form. So we'll see if that little area will take over and drop a funnel down. Man, this is nothing better. I'm out here by myself, not a soul to be seen near this road. So we're gonna keep an eye on this storm and know we have a tornado warned storm maybe 10 to 20 miles to my southwest. All right, this whole right edge here appears to be rotating. You can see the updraft going up, and it does have some rotation there on the right edge. The storm is now tornado warned. You can see the rotation in the wall cloud there. It's tried to spin up a couple funnels, but it's just not been able to get the job done yet. We're pretty much out open farmland here. I have a great east-west road. I'm just staying just south of it with a great view. Just a little bit of rain so far. This has been perfect. This whole thing is rotating. I can see it from the left edge over here to the right edge. This whole thing is rotating. So I'm not sure why it's not able to drop a tornado right now. There we go. We got a little funnel in there. Here we go. Tornado down. Let's go get it. Here we go. Tornado down. Let's go get it. Well, that was about a 30-second tornado. And this is where I made the wrong decision to stick with this storm. Again, I was essentially all alone on this storm that had just produced a tornado west of Madison, Minnesota. I had no idea an epically photogenic tornado was ongoing just 20 minutes away. In fact, you can even see the warning box and the couplet of the Gary storm from where I was. I stayed with my storm another few minutes as it moved through Madison. If only I had dropped south instead of watched a storm that I really knew no longer had the look. Alright, coming up on Canby, Minnesota, there's an ongoing tornado that appears to be long track. I can see it through the rain. A nice tight tornado. My guess is it'll dissipate by the time I get there, but we're trying. After giving up on the Madison storm, I dropped south to start getting positioned for the storm that was approaching Canby, Minnesota. As I turned west, this tornado was so prominent I could see it from over 15 miles away as I was approaching from the east. Once I pulled through Canby, I didn't realize I was going to be crossing over into South Dakota, thus the Gary, South Dakota tornado. Other than being incredibly late to the tornado, I was frustrated as I found myself in hills and trees that blocked nearly every view. I could have stopped short a number of times to snap a photo from a crossroad, but I wanted to get close, so I went for it. Just as I prophetically commented earlier in the video, the tornado vanished into nothing just as I pulled up. And there it is, the worst video of the Gary, South Dakota tornado on YouTube. As I turned around to head back east to reposition, I got mixed in with the chaser caravan. As I hunted for a spot to pull off near Canby, I saw another brief tornado that also dissipated by the time I came up over a hill. I was able to shoot a pretty epic panel though, as all the chasers drove by me. Would the storm produce again as it remained tornado warned? Not only was I now part of the chaser caravan looking for the next spot, I was also starting to battle nightfall as we were well past sunset. I made one last stand west of Canby and shot this time lapse.
Alright, this is going to be a wrap. You can see a great lightning show behind me. I had to drop 30 miles south of the storms as they're just training on my route home. So I am down by Marshall, Minnesota now, trying to stay out of the rain. I can feel it coming. Saw 3 tornadoes today. Got shoddy video of all 3 of them, I believe. No good, no still photos. Still a fun day. Hopefully this is a good video. Thanks so much for watching. I still got 3 hours to get home. Try to stay out of this rain. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next Explore Everyday video.